What is up, y'all? Let's spend some time with the OF gang, Odd Future, specifically Tyler the Creator. I mean, now what can be said that hasn't been said already? Dude's beatmaker, rapper, skateboarder, cast wearer. How do I know this? I follow his Twitter. Shut the fuck up. One of my favorite terms I ever heard with him associated was dystopian rap. Like, that's such like a pitchfork word. It's funny as hell. What I'm constantly impressed with by this dude of his work ethic alone as one of the members. Everyone in that circle is already working pretty diligently, but this one dude, this head of the wolf pack here, has been, I guess, since '09, at least featured on every single work they've made, from everyone Damo Genesis, Haji Beats, Left Brain, work production with him, everyone in that circle, Frank Ocean, and many more. You hear him everywhere on every track. Beforehand, I just heard of Earl, like the very first one, thanks to a certain message board. And I remember hearing him on that beginning track, like This Nigga Ugly, and thinking like, wow, that whoever that dude is, like on that first verse right there, that first part, whoever this dude is, I want to hear more of him, hopefully, if there's out there. And thankfully there was. I found Bastard, soon Goblin comes out. And beyond being prolific with his work, I do appreciate the tracks that he does have that are filled with, as Bruce Lee would say, emotional content. You'll constantly hear, like, anyone who heard of him, like, after they saw Yonkers' video, it just being, you know, oh, this dude and his clique are just like a bunch of, like, you know, just Satanists, worshippers. But if you do dig back into the catalog of work he's made, his crew also, you do find that, like, they had, like, pretty kind of humble beginnings with what they wanted to talk about, or what their message is dealing with stress, anger, on a artistic level. They're putting it out there music-wise. It just so happens that they got big thanks to the internet and attacking certain blogs and that network of people. Not necessarily other rappers specifically, not until they really got some big buzz. It was certain folks, B.O.B. in them, people who weren't exposing their music, exposing their artistic work that they're trying to delve into, and not just be like typical teenagers and put their anger and angst into just causing damage or being crime-ridden. These guys are great in the fact that they took that energy and put it into an art form. And I feel in that sense, not many, if any, appreciate that and what they're doing. It's that type of idea, that concept of, you know, transforming kid jitteriness, you could say, into what you feel is right or what you feel is creative. People just overlook that and just see this, you know, this image here, the foreground. No one's trying to delve deep too much into the background of this group and the people and Tyler. They're also keeping asses off the streets from doing crazy shit and putting them seats in concert venues, big or small, and having them like getting all that energy out, all that aggression out. People just kind of like, you'll see moshing and when they, you know, stave dive and all that crazy shit. Like they're focusing that negative angst over towards that, and that's cool. That's a good thing. I'm glad in that aspect of their work that they're doing that. They're just having fun with it, and they're just, and especially you'll see in like footage, like they'll be like mean as fuck to the crowd sometimes, but they're just giving it back to them, and it just keeps going. But they're just tagging one another here. Plus, as much as Tyler hates interviews, he still does them. He'll do the ones he wants to do, at least. And that way they can still get that exposure he wants for him and his crew. You know, I respect that highly. Just some people just wouldn't even deal with that. I, like others, definitely look forward to the return of like his brother Earl and how that's gonna turn out for hip hop or whatever you want to put the crew, you know, as far as genres. Peace.